Love you, baby. Say it was love at first sight.
Yeah, today's video is gonna be special. So, this is Nathaniel, and as you can see, Nathaniel has a very strong relationship to his car, as most men do. But most men usually don't tongue kiss their car. At least not on the first ride out, I guess. But Nathaniel is someone that goes out there in every situation life hands him. And so he's very proud to speak to us about this wholesome relationship. Let's just get some dating advice from an actual psychopath.
My name is Nathaniel. I'm 27 years old. And I'm in a serious relationship with my car.
Morning, baby. My handsome man.
So we're starting out on a soft note here. Nathaniel is out here calling his car his handsome man. Pretty wholesome stuff, as you'd imagine from such a lovely relationship.
Nathaniel is in a committed relationship with a car that he's named Chase. He met Chase in a resale lot about 5 years ago.
Love you, baby. Say it was love at first sight. His body and then his interior and everything just together just seemed to fit. And I just felt an instant connection.
Okay, so I would like to know if the salesman for this car felt what was about to unfold as soon as Nathaniel came home with this car. I mean, the seat shouldn't be completely ruined by now, and I guess some pieces of crust here and there are really just adding to the overall aesthetic of the car. I wonder if this is even happening on a consensual basis, because I highly doubt that the car ever gave you a sign to put something else in your keys in it, Nathaniel.
I find this part of him the most sexy just because of the subtle lines and curves. I'll give him a kiss here and just kind of caress him down the side.
Yeah, Nathaniel, the subtle curves you highlighted here really made me realize how attracted I am to cars too, and I'm not ashamed to admit it out here in public. I mean, who could ever withstand these curves you're touching there, Nathaniel? But there's one question that I lose sleep over in this whole situation. What does Nathaniel's roommate say to this whole thing?
My initial reaction was, I was kind of shocked. It was kind of weird because it was just hard to understand.
Okay, so there's at least one fully sane person in this video.
Honestly, I don't know why I feel the way I do. But I just absolutely love Chase. We always have such a good time together.
At least you are the one that is having a good time, Nathaniel. I'm not too sure if this vehicle, which is supposed to get you from point A to point B, is really having a good time when you're out here literally tongue kissing its entire front. Like, I don't want to come to any early conclusions, Nathaniel, but I guess your car doesn't really reciprocate the intensity of love that you have to offer for it. But every gentleman out there at least knows how to give well-received presents to a woman, and so does Nathaniel.
I do get gifts. How you buy something for your fiance or your wife. And then usually for his birthday, I try to do something special for him too. The favorite date would be going to the lookout area.
And I really don't want to know what sort of stuff happens at this lookout area. I mean, the view is so romantic and there's literally love flying all through the air. How could you possibly not make love to your car there?
Just lean against him a little and just be with him mainly.
Love you.
But Nathaniel's relationship with Chase goes beyond dates and presents.
We have our times when we get sexual.
I knew it right from the get-go. This man may seem soft and normal looking on the outside, but he becomes a literal beast as soon as he's alone on the backseat and the windows are completely closed up in the evening.
Does that feel good? You're a handsome man. Love you, baby.
What we do the most often is I like to lean over his fender and across his hood and do little things like that and kind of press up against him and rub against him like that.
Normally, in my private time, this would be the point where I definitely had enough and I'd immediately click away from this abomination of a video. But just for the purpose of science alone, I'm basically forced to know how Nathaniel really achieves it to fertilize his own car.
One of his more bold positions is for me to be underneath him. He really likes that. It's very special to make love to Chase.
I do believe you, Nathaniel. It must be a very special feeling to be intimate with such a handsome young car, especially when you get under it to basically get laid by your own car out in public. But not everyone has the privilege to have such a handsome partner by his side. So please, Nathaniel, don't make other men too jealous about Chase. You really don't want to get your heart broken and get cheated on by another man under your car.
Nathaniel's so attached to Chase, he rarely lets anyone else drive him, and never lets Chase out of his sight for more than 24 hours.
There have been times it brought tears to my eyes because I wasn't with him. At work, his picture's on my desktop, so I see his face all the time.
This man is really out here having his car as his background on his laptop. Like, bro, in theory, I could deal with all this other stuff you do to your car, but this, having it as your laptop background. Please, don't take this too personal, Nathaniel, but you need help, my man.
Nathaniel's roommate Kim is one of the few people who know the full extent of his love life.
I guess the reason I don't tell a lot of people is because I don't know the response I'm gonna get. I always worry about that little bit of disgust that somebody may have.
Dear Nathaniel, I really don't want to be the boogeyman in this situation, but I'll better let you know that there not only is a little bit of disgust involved if someone finds out about the full extent of your love life. But yeah, as long as you're happy, keep jerking off to your car, my man. Whatever fits your bill, I guess. See ya.